Hello and welcome. My name is Spacemuffin, and this is the Void Strategy. So today we have a really fun PvP video for you today, guys. And yeah, it's Anubarak again, one of our favorite decks. And so yeah, before we get started, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to hit that 400 subscriber mark. And yeah, join our Discord, and we really appreciate the support. So let's go and get into the video, guys. So number one, we got Anubarak with, of course, explosive shells. And we're going to be running our Trusted Ghoul with Taste for Blood. You can also do Bone Shield. We really want to do either Bone Shield or Taste for Blood. Let's go ahead and do Bone Shield. We're going to do our Quillabor with... let's actually do Tunnel Vision. And then we have our Dire Bats with Guano Happens. We have our Spiderlings with Bloated Carapace. We have our Skeleton Party with 5-man. And we have our Trusted Blizzard with Cold Snap. So I'm going to show you how this dominates in PvP, guys. So let's go and check it out. Awesome, guys. So as you know, this is a variation of, one of the original Anubarak decks that I did. It's just a much better version. And it's number one, obviously, since then the stay sharp. The homeboys got buffed. So these guys got buffed, and so we're really able to take advantage of the situation over here. So what I'm actually going to distract some of these guys, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start mining. So what we have to do is we have to start putting more threats out. That's kind of the key here. All about how many threats we can get out all at once. So they're going to do their thing. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these guys out. And then we're going to let them go this way, and then Anubarak that way. And what we're going to start doing is we just got to really pile up, dogpile the situation, and really, allow Anubarak to kind of do this thing. Don't let them get gold. That's kind of the key here. And then, of course, put out threats non-stop. So I love it. It's like kind of a swarm type situation. Really not much they can do. I mean, yeah, they got the Doctor to counter it, but we just counter the Blizzard. So really, overpowered in a lot of ways. And what you do is you start putting out a lot of these dudes. Just start distracting everything. Put out your Quillabors, and then really begin to dominate the situation. Anubarak is still alive, so we're going to have him on standby. And then what we're going to do is we're going to allow him to not mine. And as you can see, we kind of just bombard our opponents. Now that we're up in his grill, we can kind of start, non-stop. Kind of going like that. So he's got the Doctor out, like I said, to counter, but not a big deal here, really. We're going to put out these guys because the chests are about to respawn. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to mine. Hopefully, yep, chests respawn. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put out another miner, and then we're going to Blizzard these guys into oblivion. So super chill. Let's go and put these guys out. We gotta make our move. So boom, boom. Look at that. Doctor's out. Doctor's our biggest problem, but not a big deal, really. Really not a big deal. So at this point, we're just gonna keep putting out threats, keep putting out things to distract. And at a certain point in time, we're just going to start blizzarding their base, but right now we're okay. We need to really protect our base. I think that's kind of the key here. So, not a big deal. Start popping people out. Yeah, so the Doctor's putting in the work, so... Pretty chill. Let's go ahead and blizzard them. Got to get the Doctor out of there. But as you can see, boom, we win. So let's talk about some of the weaknesses to this deck. You are going to have problems against Ysera, obviously. You're going to have problems against any decks that hit your towers very hard where you can't control the situation. So, if they're running gargoyles and stuff like that, not a terribly big deal. We want to capitalize on the value of Anubarak, so let's go ahead and play one now. And then let's go ahead and hopefully we can sneak some of this stuff. So they're kind of trying to see what we're doing. So let's go ahead and capitalize on this moment. They might not even be playing the game, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, never mind. Okay, so they're going with this strategy. They wanted to wait so they can get these guys out and start pushing on this end. Very clever. But what we need to do is we have to... They're not anticipating us running Blizzard. And so what we have to do is we have to begin this process as quickly and as hard as possible. Very quick game. Awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and see what we got going. Let's do 1. Let's do 2. Okay, he's got the gargoyle going, so we're going to have to swarm the gargoyle. So let's just go ahead and wait for Homeboy to do his thing, and then let's begin the swarming process here. Get rid of the gargoyle. That's the key, because the gargoyle is very dangerous. So that's kind of the key here. We really got to be careful of that gargoyle. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put these guys over here just as a little bit of a distraction while we sneak this tower. He was really reliant on the gargoyle. And the gargoyle, don't underestimate the gargoyle, by the way. The gargoyle can really mess things up. You know what I mean? So do not underestimate that. But played a little bit too late. You know, but whatever. Let's hopefully, I mean, it's like hit the tower, boy. Nope, didn't hit the tower. Okay. So, not a big deal. We got their homies rolling up. We got our homies rolling up. We gotta really put the pressure on this tower and the pressure on him not getting the gold. That's kind of the other key here. Okay, so once again, we're gonna have to get rid of the boy here. Get rid of that gargoyle before it even looks at your base, because it will wreak havoc. So Arthas is a very valiant, very powerful opponent. So we have to play a little bit smarter. I'm making a couple of careless mistakes, but we got to flank this situation here, so that they stop healing Arthas. We do have the tower now, so let's just kind of put a little bit of pressure on. Not a big deal. Let's go and do that. Let's go and put the miner out. Hopefully he can make a nice little run for it. So we gotta get Anubarak out to face the thing. So let's do 1. Let's do 2. Just in time. Once again, you gotta flank the healer so that it does not continue to wreak havoc on our situation here. Yeah, you gotta get it. So the key is just keep them at their base for the next 30 seconds. That's kind of the key here. Not a terribly big deal. Literally, like he's not gonna make it. So looks like we're good to go, guys. Close game though. Awesome. So as you can see, this deck does do good against Arthas Gargoyle, but you use the Quillbore, like I said, to flank. You gotta really get rid of that healer. But then again, you also have to save your these guys, the skeleton party, for when they want to start getting a little frisky. You have to basically... Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so we have to shut this down right now. It has to get shut down. Let's go and do that. That's been shut down. Let's go and get rid of the bear. Let's go and start mining. Got to take advantage of a noob while we have him, so let's go ahead and do that. These guys are looking good. Okay, so I mean we have a little bit control over the map, so let's go ahead and hopefully we can get a little bit off here. But got to put a little bit of pressure on him. So now he cannot play anything for a little bit. He has to wait till the blizzard goes off, and then he can play stuff. So by then it's a little bit too late. So we can start this process here. Yeah, so he's got his blizzard, but then look what we got going over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to mine, and let's go ahead and just keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on with the situation over here. So this is where blizzard comes in handy because it freezes his guys in place temporarily. And as you can see, we pretty much got it. So let's go ahead and just kind of relax for a moment. He knows he's done. Boom, bang, done, guys. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So there you have it, Anubarak. Look, this deck is super fun. Really works well against Piercing Towers. It does have a couple of weaknesses. Things such as, obviously Sylvanas and things that are going to be able to hit all your swarm units really quickly. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. And yeah, we will see you in the next video.